And really, Felix, for a cat, like that's the most creative you can get. Like I hope you don't lose your dogs, Milo and Otis and Lassie and freaking Airbud. Okay, skinny, large-boned cat. Who are these people trying not to offend? Is it the cat's feelings, like they don't want to put fat cat, like for concern that he like reads it? Like his feelings gonna be like strolling around the neighborhood and come across this sign and be like, hey, they put up a sign for me, I should probably go home. Fat? Are you kidding me? You know I'm skinny with large bones. We've been over this so many times. No, I was gonna go home, but screw this. This is ridiculous. I don't need this. Now, does not get along well with other cats, timid, but does have a loud meow. Now that's oddly specific. And that seems like it's supposed to help me if I see him amongst a group of other cats. So presumably I'm supposed to walk up, see this group of cats, and be like, well, he's got black and white dots, but he's getting along pretty well with the other cats. I don't know if it's Felix. And he's reserved, but I wouldn't say he's timid necessarily, so that's definitely not Felix. Now, the best part of this whole thing is the part that says, is prone to urinary tract infection. Because how the hell is that supposed to help me find this cat? Am I supposed to like check the cat? Like do I like pick up the cat and be like, oh no, not Felix? Like, and even if I can somehow discern that he does have a urinary tract infection, am I supposed to like accommodate that if I take him into my home? Do I have to bring him like a saucer of cranberry juice instead of milk? I don't even know what's expected of me. But the real thing is, like, if you've lost a fat, ill-tempered cat that's prone to UTIs, maybe just forget about that cat. All right, we're all done with Felix. It's true though, man, we got racist people, we got homophobic people. I can't stand that. I don't understand why people care, you know what I mean? Like, and I mean, you guys are in high school, so it's kind of a different world. Like, for me, like, being in college, and I think you'll see when you go to college, like, nobody cares, you know, do your own thing. If you're gay, you have a gay time, whatever. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? But it's amazing to me that there are people out there who are really offended by homosexuality. And for me, like when I'm out in public and I see two gay guys holding hands or making out, that really doesn't offend me any more than when I see an ugly heterosexual couple doing the same thing in line at Six Flags. I would just prefer to not see anyone do that, I think. My favorite thing you hear people say, though, who think they're being really tolerant, is like, I'm fine with gay people as long as they don't try to recruit me. Like, is that happening? You know what I mean? Like, is that a valid concern? And even if it is, like, how insecure are you with your own sexuality that your greatest fear in life is for a bunch of, like, Jehovah's Witness gays to come to your front door, the pamphlet and all the reasons you should be gay, and you let them in, and you're like, ah, damn it, I'm gay now. It's a very good sales pitch. One thing I must say, and this is a stereotype, but if there is such a thing as a positive stereotype, I think we can agree, for the most part, that homosexuals tend to dress well. I think that's fair to say. And I'm somebody who, I'm straight, but I like to be pretty presentable most of the time. And that's why I have recently made an addition to my wardrobe that I would recommend for you guys. I recently went out and I bought a Snuggie, and I gotta tell you, it's everything I dreamed it would be. You're familiar with these, right? The amazing blankets with sleeves? Because sometimes, if you're like me, you just get to that point in your life when you're tired of being hopelessly trapped underneath an ordinary blanket. And that happened for me. I was tired of missing important phone calls, you know? And now, I can do all the things I couldn't do before. You know, I can snuggle a baby, which is great. I can keep a family pet close at hand. I can go to sporting events with other people wearing Snuggies and sit on the bleachers and high-five them, not because of anything that happened in the game, just because of the fact that we're so happy to be there at our cult meeting wearing the Snuggies together. I got the free book light, which is great for when I'm reading in really well-lit rooms. You ever see that in the commercials? It's like the brightest room in the world. That woman's like, God, this book light is so valuable. It's a backwards robe. Does anyone else see that? It's a piece of cheap fleece with 2 holes in it. But the real reason I bought the Snuggie, to be completely honest with you guys, is that after I got back all that money from Cash for Gold, I figured, what the hell? Seemed like a worthwhile investment. You're familiar with Cash for Gold, right? It's basically a process by which you take all of your most expensive jewelry, put it in an envelope, label it Cash for Gold, and send it out into the world, trusting that everybody along the way is going to be honest enough to be like, well, I know this bag is filled with gold, but yeah, we'll let it go where it needs to go. That's fine. My favorite part, you've got the extremely old woman who comes on, she's like, I had no idea my old gold jewelry was worth so much. Actually, that sounded kind of more like an old Jewish man. I don't know what happened there, sorry. I love the woman who's like, I traded in my wedding ring for my first marriage, and got money back and bought a new wedding ring the next day. Like, Jesus Christ, take some time to heal. Get your life back in order before you rush into something. But you wonder, like, who is actually stupid enough to send their, like, gold through the mail? We're good? All right, cool. And then, like, I don't know, we have Snuggies, we've got Cash for Gold, and like we have all these stupid inventions, but at the same time, we have things that are very valuable. Like, how many of you drive? Like, do you have your licenses yet? Do you have GPS systems, those of you who do? They're awesome. They are so awesome. Like, I wonder how people like got around without them. Now, my dad recently bought a GPS system, and this was a big deal for him. And the reason I say that is because my dad is Indian. Now, I know I look kind of ethnically ambiguous, but my dad, I look like a white kid with a tan, I think, but my dad is Indian, and my mom is white. She's from Wisconsin. So I had a very like interesting upbringing, you know? Like, I know, it's a weird combination, but it was cool because I grew up and I had like my group of white friends and my group of Indian friends. We'd all like hang out together because when you're a kid you don't think about that kind of thing. But it started to get annoying as we got older because for all my, you know, I'd get a little more adventurous, you know, going out, having a good time. And for all my white friends, when they were trying to like chicken out of something, I'd be like, come on guys, you only live once. But all my Hindu friends were like, not so fast. It's a little higher level joke, I'm glad some of you got it. That joke is about reincarnation. Oh man. But anyway, he bought the GPS system. And like I said, I was proud of him because if you've heard, Indian people are very cheap. And that's not a stereotype, that's true. From my experience, it's completely true. And he spent the money, got a GPS system, and he's been really happy with it. But what I've noticed, and I don't know if you've noticed this as well, is that it's always that same like generic English woman telling you where to go. Which I'm just getting really like sick of that. So I think like, why can't we customize it based on race? You know what I mean? Like my dad is Indian, why can't he have an Indian GPS system? I just think you feel more comfortable, you know? So instead of driving to Parsippany on a Wednesday, you find yourself driving to Parsippany on a Wednesday. It'd be fun. Okay, at the next street, please make a left. If you need to stop at the gas station, please make sure to ask the attendant if the price is fine. Maybe you can save 2 or 3 cents. We could do a couple weeks ago, like for St. Paddy's Day, we could do an Irish GPS, just some crazy like leprechaun type dude. Oh Jesus, Mary and Joseph, you've gone too far. We could do celebrity ones, you know, we could do like a Jerry Seinfeld GPS, that'd be kind of funny, just be really sarcastic and annoying everywhere you travel. Is it really that difficult to follow these directions? I mean, have you seen these maps? They're really not that complex. I mean, come on! I thought we could do characters from movies, you know, like who saw The Dark Knight? Maybe most of you saw that? Maybe you just want to scare the crap out of yourself around like Halloween time, you put on the Joker GPS, that could be fun. You're stuck in, maybe stuck in traffic, comes on. You look nervous. Is it the cars? Now, how about a magic trick now? I'm gonna make this light turn green, and here we go. Just saying, some of you were scared, some were impressed. Either way, good work. Thank you. What else can we do? We can do ones that are like strictly for the kids, you know, like a Kermit the Frog GPS. But I think that'd be funnier if we were like a disciplinary, like a really pissed off Kermit that kept your kids under control. Shut the hell up, Timmy. Daddy's trying to drive. That'd be good. While we're doing much for the kids, I guess we might as well throw in the Michael Jackson GPS, right? Too soon? Too late as far as I'm concerned. I'm doing it. Because you must admit, even like whether you liked him or not, he did have a very soothing voice. You know, he did. I can just imagine that while you're driving. It'd be very, very relaxing. Turn left, turn right, make one more right, make a U-turn, and there you go. But it'd be annoying because you'd be like, God, I'm trying to get to Quiznos. This thing sends me to a freaking daycare center. I just thought you'd want to go to the most beautiful, loving, tender, wholesome place in the world. Now look, let's talk about Michael Jackson for a minute if we can. Now, as someone who's half black and half white, I resent the fact that Michael Jackson could never decide. He even wrote a song called Black or White because he was so freaking confused. But the real reason that I don't like Michael Jackson is that he was a big supporter of George W. Bush. And a lot of people don't know this, but one of Michael's favorite slogans was, "No child left behind." I cracked myself up before I could finish that one. Oh, good joke, me. Good job. And finally, who here can honestly tell me they would not have more fun with the Borat GPS directing them on the roads? You know that would be so much fun. Okay, at the next street, you please, you make a right. You tell the gypsies who are pulling your carriage that you want to stop. And then when they do, you can get out and make a sexy time. Nice! Alright guys, that's all the time I'm going to do. Thank you so much.